Welcome to another session of the School of Thought. Today, I want to share my thought and my experience with you. We want to talk about this little rumor about the dogs and the cats. And the reason I feel compelled to share is because I myself is a very proud Haitian Jewish American citizen. And I have a perspective and a thought to share with you. Now, first, I want to start that you have to understand the power of your influence. And sometimes we're not conscious of the power that we carry, that we allowed certain community or certain people that hate that goes on to use us as a free advertising or free billboard to promote the hate. Now, what we don't understand, what I'm noticing in this generation today is that there's a sickness called ignorance that seems to be spreading almost like COVID. It's spreading among people's mind, in the brain. Ignorance is literally hiding and running from truth. And some of us want to be ignorant. And ignorant is a sickness. And we're not conscious enough to know that there are some people are depending on our ignorance for us not to see the strategy that's being used, because people are sharing a lot of memes, a lot of things about an untrue statement concerning the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio, eating dogs and cats. Nobody care where it started. Nobody care if it's real. So you have another group that knows that and say, oh, we could use these people on social media. They don't care. They're not going to check it out. And we could get a free advertising in their platform or in their social media. And we're throwing it like red meat, like you throw red meat to a dog, because they know we have a society that is suffering from this sickness called ignorance, who have no desire to know the truth or to care about the truth, as long as it don't have nothing to do with them. So you have this little machine that's create these memes, and they throw it out there like red meat, and we pick it up and we share it and we laugh and we keep making fun of it. We keep making fun of it. Hey, keep. Oh, look at that. Then, and it's over and over and over again. And not realizing that you are being used. You are being used as a vehicle. Do you know people pay a lot of money for advertising, for marketing? If you purchase a billboard, you have to pay a lot of money. If you get an advertising on TV, it's millions and millions of dollars. So if I could get you to share over and over and advertise my product, which this is the product of hate, and then I'll put a little spin to it to make it funny. So you could just keep sharing it and giving free advertising. And you don't understand the power that you carry when you speak, when you share, whatever it is, you carry a power of influence. And then you're not making sure that what the product I'm putting out there, whether it's the truth or who is it hurting. I know I am one of the people in the Haitian community that are very bothered by it. And nobody cares. We just laughing. It's funny. Until it's about you. Now, if this joke or this meme was about, let's say, whatever your, I say ethnic or color or whatever you are, let's just say they was putting a rope out there joking about people being hanged. I don't believe we will have this much laughing going on. I don't believe it would have been so easy to keep sharing and laughing and making memes of somebody being hanged on a tree. Why? Because they have to do with your community, because they have to do with you. So before you start sharing, before you start making fun, do understand there is a people, a community that's suffering from this lie. Now, how it started, now even today, it's in the news that this Nazi community who hate Jews and who hate Black people, who hate Haitian, and this said it today in the news, the power of influence. Look at the power that we have. We were able to get our message in the voice of a man that's running for president to make what they think or what they believe they hate stronger by spitting it out nationally and internationally, and they didn't have to pay no money. They didn't have to pay no money for advertising. And today it's in the news where they're standing together saying, look at our power. The Nazi, look at our power. We got it in the mouth of a man who's running for president, who wants to run the free world, that we could put a lie in his mouth. Why? Let me show you the thread. Because the man is desperate to get in this position that will keep him from paying the consequences of his action. He's desperate to win. So let's take advantage of that and put our hate in his mouth. And we know whatever it takes, by any means necessary, he's going to use it. And he did that. So what? People suffer from it. So what? The Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio are getting threats, and people throwing rocks at their cars and breaking their cars, and their children have to come out of school because they're being made fun of, and their life is being threatened. So what? Let's talk about the Christian community who's against abortion and who standing for children. Well, these children are suffering. Now, we only care about the children that's in the making, in the oven. But once they come out, we seem to don't care. Because the Haitian community, the children are suffering in school while we making fun online. And I'm really trying not to go into tears because this bothers me a lot. And the children are in fear. Parents have to take him out of school. Let me tell you why it hit me hard. I remember even as a child in Haiti, my father was part of the service, and he was very high rank. And the story, I believe, is already out there and publicly. And he was part of this revolution that was going to take this president for life that was abusing people. And my father really was passionate about that. And I remember as a child when this war started, that I was in school, we were in private school, and my mother had to send for me and my brother for somebody to come and get us because they were coming after the family of these soldiers who decided they was going to take this president down. It was President Duvalier. And so they were coming after the family to kill us. And I remember when one of my mother's friend came and got me in school, and I remember looking in the sky and I saw these black things coming down, and they were bombs coming down. And I remember they snatched me and threw me in the car and said, your mother told us to come and get you. And they took off. And my mother was home packing to go hide because they were coming after us. And I remember her, she was crawling through bushes, hiding. And she dropped me and my brother off at my grandparents' house, and she went and hid at her mother's house. And I remember as a child, these soldiers came to my grandfather's house to come and get us, to kill us. And they came with soldiers, they came with guns, machine guns, and all this stuff. And me being the nosy child that I was hiding to look to see what's going on. And I saw them communicating with my grandfather. And obviously my grandfather was negotiating our lives with them. And my family was very high in politics. My grandfather was part of Congress in Haiti. So they were very high. They knew the president themselves. But my father, he was the real soldier, like hated that the people was being mistreated. And I remember watching, and he was going back and forth with the soldiers. And he went and got something and gave them. I'm assuming that was part of the negotiation. And they left, and our lives were saved. So I could understand the fear that these parents, these Haitian people are having, because we experience fear. I said I wasn't going to cry, but this is dear to my heart. When I'm watching Christians, my fellow brothers and sisters, and who think this is funny, making fun, taking food from a Nazi and feeding it online, and not care about a community, which we are part of, the African American community. Don't care because it's funny. Don't care. Now, the man said all the stuff that he said during his so-called debate. No one took away anything except about the dogs and the cats, and they ran with it. Why? Because they already know. We have so many ignorant people out there that's not going to care about whether I don't have a plan. I have a concept of a plan. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All I'm going to talk about is immigrants who built this country. We seem to forget that. Understand who we are as Haitian people. We are the one and I have, and you could Google that. In 1779, we were the one who fought with the American and French troop in the siege of Savannah, one of the largest Black military unit in American Revolution. We fought for the freedom of the country alongside of Americans. That's who we are. And also in 1937, Haiti was responsible for saving over 70, 80, 300 lives during the Holocaust. Haiti issued passport to Jewish people who were fleeing from Nazi, allowing them to relocate in other countries, and some of them in Haiti. And one of the research that me and my family have done, we found that there were even synagogues that was built in Haiti as we helped the Jewish people escape. So now here we are, the people that helped fight for the freedom of the country. As soon as they say stuff about Haitian, nobody look at that. We're just going to join in the fun. We help the Jewish people. Some of the families escape Holocaust. Now you have 15,000 immigrants who were invited in Springfield, Ohio, who revived the economy. Now we feel like we don't need them anymore, so let's kill them. We forget about that. That they're the one that was invited to Ohio. Ohio economy was going down. And they were invited, and people was, well, this is our citizen. They're not illegal immigrant. This is legal immigrant who work hard to raise their family, to send their children to school. And you have this Nazi who hate Haitian, who hate Jewish people, and said, this is a great opportunity for me to get rid of them. Don't care about the economy. I don't care the reason why they're here. I don't care if they're helping us. We need to get rid of them. So let's go ahead and start this lie. He stands in the middle of a meeting, a town meeting, understood, very well planned. Well planned, because I'm depending on the free advertisement of ignorant people on social media to carry my message, and the ignorant of this man who wants to run the country, who's desperate enough, who will say anything. So it was very well planned. So the Nazi stands there, and he said what he said, and shoot, it took off. Don't care if it's true, don't care if it's not true. Our plan went through. So now you have people, Haitian people, that's suffering, that are afraid, that have to relocate back again to another city because of a hate message. Have we stopped to find out where is this coming from? Who's saying that? Is it true? No, we just share. And if you say something, I don't know what you're talking about, but this is funny. You know, God wants us to laugh. It's funny. It's good for laughing is medicine. Laughing, God wants you to laugh at somebody else's life in the expense of a children, the expense of somebody else's life that's here to work hard. Hate. I'm really trying to, because really what I'm not saying what I really want to say, because I'm sick and tired of, especially people that's called themselves Christian. I'm sick and tired of calling activists and you for the. But you're not even conscious that you're hurting other people. You're not unconscious that you're hurting a whole community. You're not even conscious that these people are using your influence online, like this man. Let me tell you something. Let me throw this at you. Part of the plan of running for president was, I don't care. I'll use whatever I want to, because he said it himself on TV. I could shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue in New York. I won't lose a vote. Now, nobody never stopped and said, wait, why would you still continue to have support if you kill somebody? So obviously, he's smart enough to be the face of a community called hate. He's smart enough to get in that train to get to where he's going, because he have a destination. I don't care what gas you put in there, I'm gonna get to the White House. So if it take hanging people, shooting people, hate, whatever, scaring people, whatever I have to use to get there, I'm gonna get there. And nobody stop and say, wait a minute, what are we doing? So you had people, well, the economy was better with him. Okay, and Lucifer come and said, I'm going to give you the mountain. I'm going to give you all of the glory. Oh, forget that he's Lucifer. He said he's going to give me the mountain. He's going to give me the glory. He's going to give me lots of money. Money's going to come knocking on my door if I just vote for him. You see that sickness called ignorance? You see that? And the thing about it, so smart, he knows I could tell you the truth. You won't care. He's not trying to tell the truth, because most people don't care about the truth. Ignorance is a sickness. It's a disease. It's a disease. I'm going to recommend a video for you to watch and listen to. They call it Mega Grandmother. She used to be part of the Mega group, and there's a video, you could hear her. She went to prison. She went to jail because why? She woke up and realized, wait a minute, we being used for something else. When she and the other people broke into the Capitol, she pled guilty. And now she's telling her story that I should have never done that. This was wrong. And then she said herself, now I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris because I can't. She's for Kamala. Kamala Harris is her name. She's voting for her because she realized I went to jail for this lie for this man. So nobody's realizing it's not about the economy. It's not about morals. What, really? It's not about abortion. While I'm there, let me just throw that in. When it comes to things such as morality, abortion, or anything else, that's something you're supposed to learn to live by, not try to make it a law of the land. But you're supposed to be a representative of the Christianity, the word of God, or where you are. You're supposed to become the representative of that, not the law. The law is for the land of everybody, whether they're believer, not believer, whether they go to church, don't go to church, whatever religion. It's for the world. It's for everybody. But you yourself have to have your own personal relationship with God and have your own personal standard of what you do, don't do. And if you should be teaching that to your congregation for them to continue to choose to do the right thing, to choose to follow the principle of life in the word, not trying to make the law of the land. So just wanted to throw that in as a side note. So my thing is, I want everybody to be more conscious of not allowing your mind, your thought, your words to be used for free advertising of hate. Because behind the machine was a Nazi group who started it and threw it out there as a red meat. Because why? We have a lot of sick people who is sick, who's infected with ignorance. We could use them. We don't have to pay a dime to get a commercial. Now it's all over television. It's all over social media. And they didn't pay a dime for it. In the mouth of a man that's having campaign and repeating it over and over again. They're eating our cats and dogs. They're eating our cats and dogs. If anybody see that as an insulting, as this is insulting. It's not funny. It's insulting. If somebody keep talking about hanging somebody with a rope as African American, wouldn't you see that as insulting? If he used the word, calling people the N-word. Anybody talk about that? No, of course not. Nobody pay attention to that. His own nephew and niece came on CNN to say, yes, he've used that word many a time. Anybody talking about that? None at all. Let's just jump on the Haitian people eating dogs and cats. So I wanted to bring my school of thought on how much I am insulted. The Haitian community is insulted. We've been used to help America in many ways. And this is what the American people, I'm not talking about the system nor the government. I'm talking about the people. This is what the people give us back. I can't even open up my social media without seeing that memes. And every time I see it, my stomach quench. I want to cry every time I see it. And these are big influence people on social media that keep using it over and over. They're just sharing it over and over again, thinking that it's funny. Kiki, laugh. Oh, I can't stop laughing. While this child is home trembling, scared, can't go to school. Because they're in school, and I even remember as a teenager, being a Haitian used to be a cussing word. So people want to curse you. Are you Haitian? That used to be a so-called a cursing word. So it made us as teenagers was afraid to tell people we were Haitian, afraid to take on our identity as Haitian people because we were being called Haitian like it was a cussing word. And I remember that in high school. I remember that people were making fun. Oh, you Haitian, and people walking around and calling people, you just a Haitian. Oh, you forget that the Haitian people, who are very intelligent people, because the way we are taught in school is much different than in America. Our learning system is completely different. So we are very intelligent people, very talented people. That we allowed hate to demonize a community, to demonize people that stood with you. And now all of a sudden, we part of a hate community. So whether it's coming out of your mouth, whether it's coming out in your social media, it is a hate crime. It is a crime because you hurt someone. You are assassinating people's character. You are assassinating the whole culture. It is considered a hate crime. So if you're part of this meme, it's funny, you committing a crime because you hurt other people. You may not care. It's okay. But I'm talking about people who do care, who may not be aware. But if 1, 2, 3 people start saying, no, baby, don't do that. No, don't post that. That we don't agree with that. Let me. More people will do that. Then after that, they won't have an audience. But as long as you are a participant, you are an audience they could use. But as soon as you say no, you said, I'm not going to agree with that. No, I'm not even going to be part of that. If they lose an audience, they don't have no free advertising. But as long as you are part of it, they have free advertising. And yes, you committed a crime. You are assassinating somebody else's culture. It's the same way with slavery. It's the same way that we were considered as Black people less than human, being sold for pennies. It's the same, but that was an insult, and that was insulting to African American. It's insulting to Africa. This one is insulting to the culture, the Haitian culture. So how dare we to inflict pain to the very people that come to this country to work, to be law-abiding citizens, taking their children, sending their children to school, help from the beginning for the freedom of America, welcome the Jewish people for escaping the Holocaust, and now you want to pick up the words of the people who hate Jews, who hate Haitian, who hate Black people, and you want to take their red meat because it's funny. Understand they have a department who create these little funny stuff. Stop eating the red meat. Stop being such an easy prey because you're hurting us in the middle of that. Yes, you're hurting us. And it's hurting me in both ways as a Haitian Jewish American citizen and as a believer. It's hitting every side. It's not funny. Let me say it again. It's not funny. It's not funny. And I would appreciate if we just take the grab of your mind and said, what am I doing? Somebody needs to stand up. Like the people, and I appreciate the people in the news that stand up about the Haitian community. When are you going to stand up? When are you going to say enough is enough? No, when you going to say no? When you going to start searching for information before you put it out there? When? When are you going to search for the truth? So I just wanted to share that with you. And thank you for allowing me to share this moment that I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, but I'm angry enough to vote. And I pray that you will too. We can't be surprised. We can't be surprised because you are told, this is what I'm going to do to you. And if you keep ignoring that, that's what's called ignorance. And some people choose to stay in ignorance. It's okay. But I'm asking you, if you listen to me right now, take a hold of your mind. Stop lending out your mind, your influence, your words to hate. Stop being the free billboard, the free commercial for hate, because you're hurting us. Bottom line, you're hurting us and you're hurting our children. You're keeping our children from going to school and learning. You're hurting us. If you didn't hear nothing else I said, it is unacceptable. Especially you Christian, you can't go to your closet praying to God, who also created us along with you, also love us along with you. You can't be praying and worshiping him, and as soon as you get out of church, you pick up the red meat of hate and just keep sharing and calling people, you Haitian, like it's a bad thing. I think I am not ashamed in how I was brought up. I'm not ashamed of my country. I'm not ashamed of my belief. I happen to be a very proud Haitian Jewish American citizen. So I'm asking you to share this video on your page. Share this video as much as you can. Let that one be positive video that you put out warning people. And that's another thing. How come we don't have a channel that encourage people or that talk about the good things people do? We have many people that as soon as a rumor go out, somebody do something wrong, everybody pick up their social media. Oh, let's talk about so-and-so. So-and-so, did you hear about so-and-so? What about the good things that people are doing? Can somebody pick that up? Somebody that's being effective. We don't have a particular channel because why? Social media eats toxic better than they eat healthy food. So you could make more money passing out rumors, lies, talking about people, gossiping, than esteeming one another from the good things they've done, from things that they accomplished. We don't have that because you could make more money with toxic. Somebody needs to make a change. Somebody needs to change that. So thank you for listening to me. And thank you for hearing me. Please share this video because it may help somebody else. And somebody else may say thank you. Like the Grandma Mega that woke up and said, what am I doing? So share this video that somebody wake up and say, I didn't realize the damage I was making unconsciously. I didn't know I was hurting a community in that manner. So please share this video as much as you possibly can to share light and somebody to be healed from ignorance. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.